Good morning, Year 3. Nice to see you all back. Thank you for making it. As you know, we're thinking about money at the moment in maths. However, I actually just wanted to sort of veer off slightly before we begin on that and actually just do a quick recap of the work that we've done previously on addition. The reason for this is that we're going to start thinking today about adding money. And although we're going to be mainly using mental strategies to add today, we're going to be thinking about how we can add up in our head. It's not cheating to actually come back and use some of these written strategies, which we already know about. It's not cheating by any means, that's just using your mathematical knowledge. And if you need to lean on one of these written methods to do something today, you absolutely can do. So don't feel like getting a bit of pen and paper out is cheating at any point. If you think, you know what, actually, I can't do that particular calculation in my head, I want to write that down, no problem, that's completely fine. So I thought in order for us to do that, let's just have a quick recap of how we can do that and just sort of have a quick practice together. So we're going to do 499 plus 23. So if we were thinking about money, and this was in pence, we've got here £4.99, that's 499 pence, plus 23. Okay, so 9 plus 3, hopefully you can do this with me, or maybe you can pause the video and have a go at this yourself. I'm going to do this one here though. 9 plus 3, well I know that's 12, but I also know I can't just squeeze in a 12 there into one column, because actually we need to have one digit per column. So because I can't just squeeze in 12 ones, I need to say, well, my 12 ones are actually 1 10 and 2 ones. So I sort of carry one over into the tens column there. And now in my tens, I've got 9, 2 and 1. Well, I know that 9 and 1 together is 10, plus the 2 is 12. So 12 again, and again, I can't squeeze it all in there, so I need to carry my 1 over and write 2 in here. And now in my hundreds column, I've got 4 and 1, so that's 5. So 499 plus 23 is 522. Now, if you were really on the ball, you might have been looking at that and thinking, oh, Mr. Ass, there might have been an easier way of doing that. Maybe you could have made that 500 plus 22 if you sort of fiddled that around a little bit. And if you were thinking like that, good idea, I think. But hopefully, just recapping that written strategy, I think might be useful for one or two of us today. So hopefully that's been handy. Let's go now to our main bit of learning for today then, which is all about adding money. So we're going to be adding money. So let's start ourselves off. Okay, so let's just begin with a bit of a recap of some of the sorts of learning we've been doing over the last few days then. These really were questions similar to what we did yesterday when we were doing a little bit of converting between pounds and pence. We were doing a little bit of mental adding up as well, mental grouping. So pause the video here, have a go at your answers. Okay, hopefully you're back with me then. So how much money is there? We've got there £3.75. Hopefully you group together your pounds, your £3, then you were left with 75p at the end. Question 2, what's £1 more than £5.42? Well, that's £6.42. What's £2 more? It's £7.42. This was an interesting one, and this is going to be really important for us today. This is going to help us with our addition. True or false? Is 19 plus 6 the same as 20 plus 5? Well, I actually just mentioned something similar to that, didn't I? So I was sort of saying, well, is 500 plus 22 the same as 499 plus 23? Let's have a look at that. Well, there's 19 plus 6. Well, if we imagine one of that 19 jumping over there, we've got a full 20 plus 5, haven't we? So yes, it is the same. It's true. And this idea of kind of doing things like that will come in handy today. So I mentioned then today we are going to be adding money together. And this is really handy, particularly when, you know, maybe you're in a shop and you're looking down in your hand, you're looking down at your coins in your fist, and you've got to actually add up some money together to reach the amount you want to hand over. So here's an example, maybe if we're just sort of grouping some of our money together and we want to count up how much we've got, money in each hand maybe. So complete the part-whole model. We've got 2 parts here and we want to write in the whole at the top. So a useful strategy we've looked at over the last few days is grouping together the pounds and then the pence separately. So let's group together the pounds then. Say out loud how many pounds we've got. That's right, we've got £4 altogether, £3 on the left, £1 on the right. Now let's add up our pence. So we've got 50p, 10p, 10p, and 3p. So how much is that altogether then? 50p on the left, 23p on the right. It's 73p. So really what we're doing there is almost like partitioning, when we used to partition a tens number like 23 into the tens, the 20, and the ones, the 3. And it's very similar here. We're partitioning the pounds and the pence separately. And that does make it a little bit easier to add up. So here we've got £4 and 73p. Try to do this one without me first of all then. Can you partition this so you're adding up the pounds together and then add up the pence together? Pause the video here and do that for me now. Okay, hopefully then you got on right with this. We had £2 plus £5, that's £7. And then our pence, we had 20, 20 and 5, so 45 plus 5, that's 50p. So let's put that back together then. We've got £7 and 50p. Okay. Oh, Whitney's back today. Whitney buys some apples, pears and bananas. The bag of apples, £1.25. The pears, £1.30. And the bananas, £1.40. How much does Whitney spend in total? So I'd like you to use that same idea again then. Can you please add up the pounds together and the pence together? And I said, really, we're looking, if at all possible, to be doing this with a mental strategy. So we want to group together all those pounds and add those up together, group together all those pence and add those up together as well. Okay, so if we add up our pounds, we've got £1, £1 and £1, so £3 in total. Then we've got our pence, so that's 25p plus 30p plus 40p. Hopefully you're able to calculate those numbers together and get 95p. So when we put it all together then, put it back together, we've got £3 and 95p that Whitney spent in total. Here's Jack selling some things he no longer needs. I don't know why he'd ever get rid of a panda like that, especially for so cheap as well. So here are some different items. So Amir has bought a couple of these items. You see, I knew he'd go for the panda. The panda was the best item there. How much does Amir spend then? He has bought the panda and the rugby ball. So same again. Let's do a bit of partitioning. Let's add up the pounds. Let's add up the pence. See if anything slightly different happens with this one. Pause the video, see what you get when you add these ones together. Okay, so hopefully you've done that then. We've added up our pounds, 3 plus 2, that's quite straightforward, that's 5. What happened though when we added up the 50 and the 60? Was it a bit different to what happened last time? Well, 60p plus 50p, we've got £1 and 10p. So really then we've got another pound to add on. We've got £1 and 10p. So £6 and 10p there in total. Here's what he had left then. And oh, lucky him, he's got another buyer, a real entrepreneur. Ron's come in and he's bought these two items. He's got the bucket and spade for £2.50 and the little toy train for £1.90. How much does Ron spend in total? Same strategy. Let's partition it up. Let's do the pounds and then the pence and then put it all together. Pause the video here, have a go at that now. Okay, so our pounds together, 2 plus 1, that's nice and easy, isn't it? That's £3. A little bit harder was our 50 plus 90. My strategy for that, I'd have counted up in tens probably from 90, so I'd have gone 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. So I've counted up my 5 tens, that's got me to £1 and 40 pence. And then we can put that back together and make £4 and 40 pence. Ah, she's back. It's Rosie. I will find the total cost. Yes, you will, Rosie. Math superstar. So we've got here then. Who's this? Bella, I reckon. Bella's saying, I think there's an easier way. What do you think Bella's easier way might be here? Interesting. Is there an easier way of doing it then adding together our pounds, so our 2 and our 1, and then our pence, so our 70 and our 99 in this case. What do you reckon? What could we do with that 99? What we could do is we could think a little bit about, oh, okay, she's saying, Rosie, you do have to have money, that's right. I wonder though, actually, whether there's a better way of doing this. Here we go, this is what I wanted to talk about. So, really, that £1.99 is very, very nearly £2, isn't it? We know that's very, very, very nearly £2. It's only 1 penny off. Because once that 99 gets to 100, it's £2. I'm sorry, it's £1, so total of £2 altogether. So what we could do here is we could not think of this as £1.99, because 99 can be a bit tricky to count with. We could actually think of this as 1p more for the lemonade to make it £2 and 1p less for the pizza. And you see, we're sort of balancing it out there. If we're imagining 1p more for the lemonade, we're imagining 1p less for the pizza, that evens itself out. So rather than doing £2.70 plus £1.99, which is a little bit challenging, we could do £2.69 plus a flat £2, and that would be much easier to calculate. And this is a useful mental strategy for us to think about, because it would be much easier for me to look at this and see that, yeah, £2 plus £2, oh, sorry, is £4 plus 69p than it would be for me to have done that there. And if we think back to that fact that we saw earlier on, where we said, yeah, 19 plus 6 is the same as 20 plus 5, really, we've done the same sort of thing here. We've almost kind of borrowed or exchanged 1 penny from one side and put it on the other side, and that's helped us out. So have a go at that same strategy to calculate this then. So for this one, I don't actually want you to just partition the pounds and the pence. So you're not only going to do £2 plus £3 and then 99p plus 20. So although that would get you the right answer, there is an easier way of doing it. And our easier way here is we're going to add a penny on to £3.99. What would that make it? That's right, £4. And because we've added on a penny for this side, we can take off a penny for this side. So what is £2.20p minus 1 penny? Right, again, £2.19. So what we're really looking at here then is £2.19p plus £4. And that's much easier to calculate, isn't it? I'm really confident we can do this in our head now. Now we can do £2 plus £4. Well, that's £6 plus the 19p. It's £6.19. Now, if we had worked that out for the top one, it would have been the same answer. It is the same calculation we're doing there. We've just made life a little bit easier for us by swapping that penny over, by doing a bit of exchanging there. Okay, it's time for me to stop waffling on and for you to do some independent work. So same as we have done the last few days, I'm going to scroll through the slides here. I'm going to pause at each one, and then I'm going to have the answers up at the end. So pause on each question, give it your best go, get your pen and paper out, try your best, and see how you get on. I'll see you at the answer page. I've got the answers. Sorry about that. I'll go and get those for you now. Right, stop share there. And if I find the right page here, apologies for this, everyone. Very unprofessional, isn't it? Dearie me, Mr. Vass. Okay, nearly there. Life of the teacher, eh? Right, here are your answers. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. Right, so I'll leave these up on a whole page there for you to see while I'm chatting and waffling. So hopefully you've got on okay with that today. I'm really pleased with the work that I have seen on money. And I hope as well that you're carrying on these conversations about money at home as well. I hope you're really chatting to mum and dad about money. I hope maybe you're playing with some coins if you've got them. It's a really good thing to kind of immerse yourself in, which means to really kind of dive in, get involved in it, chat about it, play with it, use it. It's a great idea because it's a good way to familiarize yourself with what we're learning about and to make it real as well, to make it relevant to you. Okay, hopefully you've been able to see the answers there as well. Thanks everybody. You have a lesson from Mrs. Ritchie in French this afternoon. So it's the last time you'll see me today. I will see you back here, same time, same place, same channel tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of the day and see you soon. Bye everyone.